What is going on YouTube? This is your boy, the Faithful Trucker, man, coming back to y'all with another banger. You know what I'm talking about? As y'all can see by the title of this video, we're gonna get right into it, man. Been a little absent the past week. You know, business has been booming, of course, over here at the Landstar. You know what I'm talking about? I am currently in Illinois. I'm on the edge of Illinois and St. Louis, so I'm on the Illinois side, getting unloaded, hazmat load getting unloaded right now. Then I gotta go about 55 miles away from here in Illinois, picking up that load, take it to Kansas for tomorrow, which will end my week, and we will have another great week. I had to cancel a load last week, so instead of my normal 5 loads per week that I normally do, it's only a 4 load week this week, which obviously is going to be a shorter check, but it's still going to be a good check. Yeah, man, by the title of this video, y'all can see how Landstar has changed my life. Okay, now let me say this first. Landstar's not paying me. I'm not getting any special attention. I don't get any type of recognition, or sorry about that sunlight glare too, man. I'm trying to keep my face out of it. I don't know, I'm not getting any of that from Landstar when I say this. And this is coming from my heart, and this is coming just from the things that have transpired in my life since April of this year. It's now December, so it's been 8 months. Man, when I came over here to Landstar, truth be told, I had a house already, but I was struggling a little bit, man, to keep up with my bills, like the majority of us in America. Not the rich, but a lot of people. Like right when the pandemic started, I lost my job at JB Hunt because of the pandemic. That was in February. So I was only using JB Hunt really as a stepping stone to get my own truck. I didn't have Landstar in mind. I was going to go back to Snyder. I worked at Snyder a couple of years back on that owner-operator program. But again, I failed at it. Okay? And I'm not afraid to tell y'all when I fail. Okay? It's part of life. It's part of growing. You have to fail in order to succeed. So it is what it is. Yes, I did fail. How did I fail? I didn't manage my funds correctly, my finances. Therefore, when I did have a breakdown, I was not able to pay the breakdown, which put me out of business, okay? Which is a learning curve, and I'm glad I learned at an early age. I'm 29. When this happened, this was 3 years ago, I was 26. So, fail early if you can. For my young people who are getting in the game, fail and fail early. Fail often as you can and fail early. So now when you're in your 30s, I'm 29, I'll be 30 next year in October. But that way when you get in your 30s, you already know the game, and now it's just uphill from here. But so I came over here to Landstar in April. I lost my job at JB Hunt in February, March, right around that area, right when the pandemic started. So luckily I saved my money a little bit at JB Hunt, enough to get this truck. And that was like, getting this truck literally was, I'm not going to say all I had, like, to my name, but wow. Okay. Like it was close. So I put almost all my eggs in one basket, okay? And I did it out of faith. I did it out of research, out of a gut feeling. That's what I did it out of. So I got this truck, and like before I went and got the truck, I was doing research. I said, you know what, let me actually look into Landstar. I never actually really looked into Landstar. I just had my mind set on specifically Snyder and Snyder only, because that's all I knew. But see, God works in mysterious ways, right? God will push you into the unknown, to what you don't know, in order to get you to elevate. So I did that. After doing some research at Snyder, looking up some YouTube videos, actually talking to recruiters and stuff at Snyder, I actually came to the decision that Snyder probably was a better fit for me than, after doing research at Landstar, looking at YouTube videos on Landstar, talking to the recruiters at Landstar, it came to the conclusion that Landstar was a better business partner for me than Snyder was. I come over here in April in the middle of the pandemic, right? Lengthy process to come on over here at Snyder, which was okay. I'm not complaining when I say that. I'm just telling you it's lengthy. It was about a week and a half of not back and forth, but just doing all the steps that I needed to do to get on here. So it was about a week and a half. Maybe that the pandemic had something to do with that. Maybe that's just the way it is, okay? But I have previous videos about, leasing on this here at Landstar. So check those out. But yeah, man, since I've come over here in April, I have been ahead of every single one of my bills because of the opportunity to get this truck, because of the opportunity to partner with Landstar. I have changed my life drastically. And because God gave me faith, grace, and mercy and favor, my life has changed drastically. Okay, like night and day. Okay, like you can apples to oranges. Like I went from barely keeping up, literally living paycheck to paycheck, to pretty much wiping out almost my whole account to put into this truck. Took a leap of faith, and now I am here sitting 3 months ahead of every bill that I have. And I go from paycheck to paycheck to now I'm 3 months ahead. So you take that how you want it, right? Am I saying Landstar is the best company out here? I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you can't make me believe that there are more than 2-3 companies that can compete with the benefits and the freedom that we get here at Landstar. You just can't. You can't. Okay? If any, I don't know a company that you can have this much freedom, make this much money, I can't think of it, man. I just can't. And I'm seeing videos. I've booked off the spot market freight. The DAT load board and truck stop and Uber freight. I've done that, and it's great. But the benefits that we have of booking on the Landstar's load board is Landstar also offers drop and hook freight. There's a lot of opportunities for drop and hook freight. So that also was another. Now Snyder obviously is drop and hook. Snyder has their own load board. Landstar has their own load board. But right now I can get on the Landstar load board and see that there's probably in between 45 and 50,000 loads on the load board right now. And that's just Landstar's loads. That's 50,000 Landstar loads available across the United States and Canada. How wild is that? I'm not recruiting for Landstar. I'm not trying to get you to leave your company. I'm telling you what I'm going through here. And I have never been at a company. I've only been driving since 2014, so 6 years, okay? But I have never been at a company that I have this much of freedom and this much of consistency, okay? That is the key, man. Consistency. Oh, yeah, we got freedom, man. Yeah, they don't bother me. Okay, for the first month, of course they won't. But now all of a sudden stuff changes, right? The tide changes. I've been here 8 months, man. They don't call me. They called me on my 30-day. It's like, you know, your 30-day review, your 90-day review, or your 30-day review, 60-day review, and 90-day review. They call you just to see how things are going. They go over your settlements with you, just, you know, are you comfortable with your settlements? If not, maybe they can, you know, do something to help you. One time I left my wallet at a shipper and they did call me then. One time my Qualcomm lost service where I was, and it was showing that I was driving when I actually wasn't, so they called me to make sure that I wasn't driving over my time, which I wasn't. But that's it, man. That's it. That's it. I don't get bothered by it. I just don't. And I mean, the freight here is unlimited. 50,000 loads on the load board. I mean, come on. Now, how many owner operators are there here at Landstar, you might ask, right? A lot. But 50,000 loads on the board? That's a lot of loads, man. That's a lot of loads. I haul a lot of hazmat. I like hazmat because I know hazmat doesn't go out of season, right? Stuff like this stuff they use to make hand sanitizer and soap and stuff. You think they're going to stop making soap because of the pandemic? In fact, they've increased the amount of production and product in soap and hand sanitizer and deodorant and all those cleaning and health hygiene products. They've increased it. I love running loads like this because it'll never go out of stock. It'll never go out of season. But long story short, man, if y'all are interested in coming to Landstar, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm not asking you to put me down on no application. I don't want none of that. I'm doing it to help a fellow driver out. Watch my videos. I tell you the requirements that you need here for Landstar. But if you want to call the recruiter, just go to landstar.com, man. Fill out an application. They'll contact you, or maybe you can just call in. But if you have any like in detail type questions that you want to know, you know, drop them down there, man. Drop them down there. You know, I'll reply to them. But I mean, you know, I'm doing excellent over here at Landstar. As a matter of fact, last week was my biggest gross week that I've ever had in my life, or my second biggest gross week that I've ever had. My first biggest one was also here too, 3 weeks before that. So a month ago I had my biggest gross week. Last week I had my second biggest, and next week I might even crack. That might even be my biggest, because I've started that week off. I have 2 loads booked starting for next week. We're at 13 minutes, man. I don't want to make this video too long and bore y'all to death. But Landstar has changed my life, man. Shout out to all my people. Shout out to my subscribers. We're at 48 subscribers, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all, for real. Like and share this video, man. Anybody you know that might want to get into trucking, share this video so maybe I can help them out. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button if this type of content interests you. Hit that bell, man, so you'll be notified when I do drop new content. And again, like I said, if you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. It's okay. But yeah, man, subscribe to the channel. Drop your comments down there, man. I love reaching out to y'all. I love talking to y'all. So, like I said, I'm getting unloaded hopefully in another 10-15 minutes. By the way he's unloading me, I'm expecting to be done. And I'll head on over here to pick up my next load that's going over to Kansas for tomorrow. So, man, and by the way, I am home every weekend, like I said. So, but as always, y'all, appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all next time.